Well, good morning. If you can't tell by the low-lying sun, it's pretty early in the morning. It's like 7 o'clock. Well guys, before we go any further with this video, I wanted to let you know that we are going to address the 1.13.5 fly-up update later in this video, probably closer to the end. So make sure you stick around. All right, let's get back to the video. I'm really hoping that today's update for the DJI Mini 2 doesn't have all the snafus that the DJI Mini 4 Pro had last week. Man, that video took forever. Well, not only are we going to address the DJI Mini 2 and update it, we're going to also address a problem that actually three of the viewers from last week noticed about the Mini 4 Pro after I updated to the 1.13.4. It's a pretty irritating issue, and you're going to notice it after today, I promise. Well, we've got to hurry up and get this video done because at 10 o'clock I've got a guy coming to help me replace the RV air conditioner. That's going to be a lot of fun. Man, those things are expensive. Ever since we moved out of the RV full-time and into the house, things have been breaking on that thing left and right. The microwave, the main control panel, the air conditioner. I just want to know what's next. This is a pre-COVID camper too, so it was built right. Anyway, we're not a camping channel anymore. Well guys, here we are back at our testing facility. Nobody's here. I'm going to leave that no fishing sign open. I'm not going to park in front of it this time so people can see it. I'm going to park right here like this. Ta-da! I'm going to go get Dwight. I'm going to show you guys what the problem is, and we're going to see if we can fix it. I had to take off my microphone, but I want you guys to see my shirt. All right, I got Dwight out of his box here. I already put a battery in it, so you guys aren't going to get to see me mess that up. You guys see my new little kickstand for my controller here? More on that later. All right, let's get everything started here. There we go. There, I think it's in autofocus now, right? All right, Dwight, are you ready for this? Well, I got Dwight up and going. I'm going to let him try to gain his satellites, but I want to show you real quick what happened last week. I got 3 comments from people, and they noticed something that I didn't notice right away. The first one came from Tony Twistuck. It says, oh, that's a different comment. Anyway, the first one came from Eho 1960. Why is the compass so shaky? The second one came from Fly My Phantom. He says, what's up with the compass? It's bouncing around all over the place. And then finally, the first one that came across was user PX8QX9YP6D. Say that 5 times fast. And he says, the compass seems jittery to me. It shouldn't be doing that, I suppose. Well, you're right. Take a look at what it was doing last week. This was weird, and I can't believe I didn't notice it, because it's bouncing all over the place. Well, today I'm going to put Dwight back up in the air. I'm going to see if the compass does the same jittery thing, and if it does, we're going to do a compass calibration and see if it fixes it. I know, that's rocket science. Let me get him out on the back of the truck. Hey, Dwight, look, it's your landing pad that we almost lost. I'm glad we found it. All right, buddy, well, good luck. All right, right now the compass looks like it's moving around a little bit, so I don't think it's supposed to do that. Before I get started with this flight, let me show you what the compass looked like on the 1.12.8 fly app when we were testing that battery that's now a brick. As you can see here, the compass is nice and steady, everything is easy to read, and it doesn't hurt your eyes. Well, let's get Dwight up in the air here, and we're going to see if this compass does the same thing. I like how it takes that option whenever it used to be, you'd put the sticks together to start the drone, it would say normal. Remember that? Well, that's not here anymore. Let me raise up in the air. He's had enough time, I think, to get adjusted. But the compass it's jerking around a little bit. It's not as bad as it was the other day, I don't think. But it's still jerky. Like it doesn't, look at it, I mean, it is moving a lot. And I'm telling you what, the drone is not heading south. Oh, actually, I guess it is heading west. Maybe that's right. I think we've shown that the compass is bouncing around a little bit, so let me get him back here, and we're gonna, I guess, do a compass calibration and see if that helps. It's cold in here. All right, Dwight, good landing, buddy. At least it looks like it. Yeah, the compass is still jittering around a little bit even as he lands. Okay, let's go do a compass calibration. Fun, fun, fun. All right, I thought it was fitting to do a compass calibration right by this rag that I found on the ground here. So let's go over here to the 3 dots. Let me show you first of all that we're using Dwight with the Mini 4 Pro and the 1.13.4 fly app update. But let's go over to safety, I think it is. All right, so under the safety tab, it says compass. It says normal, but I want to hit calibrate, and we're going to start this calibration. It wants me to go this way, and camera up, and go this way. It says it was successful. Okay, let's give this a shot. All right, well, we've got Dwight back out on the back. Let me get him started. Go straight up in the air, 22 feet. We're at 15. Okay, we're good there with the height. The compass is still jittery. I don't know if I like that very much. I don't know. I don't know what the problem could be. Let me fly out here straight out. Let me fly straight out here and see if the compass continues to be jittery. It doesn't seem to be. Well, it's bouncing back and forth a little bit, but it's not. I don't know. It looks like it might be better than it was. It's still kind of jittery. I don't know why the drone would be, or why it would be bouncing back and forth like that. Well, it's bouncing really good now. I'm barely moving the controller. I wonder if this is user error. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm going to get Dwight back because I don't think that we really solved this problem. There might be more to it. And I'm going to get Rose up in the air, and we're going to update her because it's her turn to shine. We're going to get you fixed, man. I promise. Let's get you landed, though. Well, you guys tell me if you think that was better or if that was worse. Personally, I think it was about the same. All right, we got Rose and her little backpack here. Well, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. This is the FlyApp 1.13.4 FlyApp update. I'm doing the DJI Mini 2. This is Rose. And what's fixed? Fix certain issues and optimize the overall app quality. So, Rose, this is for you. I'm going to get Rose started up here, get her put on the back of the truck, and then we're going to get this test started because I think this video's already gone on long enough. Hey, new weight trend. It's going down, guys. Okay, so I've updated the FlyApp. Let me run over here and show you. On the About tab, we've got Rose. Her firmware version is 0200, but there it is. The FlyApp version is 1.13.4, so she's on the most current stuff that she can be on. And I think she's happy about that. Oh yeah, I need to turn on the module. All right, it's transmitting, is it? So it's blinking fast, and when it starts to slow down, it means that it's ready. Now it's telling people where we are. All right, let me get her on the back of the truck so she can get her satellites. Rose, we're counting on you today to show us that this update's actually a good thing, because it really screwed up your big brother, or little brother. Yeah, he's younger than you. I let in a bunch of bugs because I had the door open. Okay, so she's gaining up her satellites. All right, well, what are we going to do? We're going to do what we normally do. We're going to do a little signal test, and then we're going to do a return to home, and then we're going to do a quick shot, and we're going to make sure that everything works the way that it's supposed to. So let's get Rose up in the air here. Let's get her started.
Takeoff.
Let's let her hover there for a second, make sure that she can gain her bearings. She looks good. Look how smooth she is. I'm going to turn her just to the left a little bit. And I'm going to go left and to the right, back and forth. We're going to do our little control stick test. I don't know why I don't do this with Dwight, but I do it with Rose and I do it with Jack. All right, I think that she's settled enough. Let's get her up in the air here. The compass for her, look how straight and solid that compass is. That compass isn't moving at all. So I think that's a telltale sign that Dwight's compass is messed up. And I think it's got to do with the update because it was great before. All right, so we're going to just go straight forward here at 100 feet, give or take. And she's veering to the left. Is she veering to the left? I can't really tell. She might be a little bit. But we're just going to go out a couple, maybe 1,200, 1,500 feet and make sure that we have our signal, make sure that we don't lose our signal. So she's still kind of veering, so her IMU calibration didn't take again. I did an IMU calibration on her last flight, and it's apparently off again, so that's a shame. So we're out almost 700 feet. We've still got a full signal. We haven't lost a single bar yet. I'm holding the controller directly towards her, but it's showing that I'm not. That's kind of weird. So we're almost at 1,000 feet. Perfect signal still. This is about the time that we might lose a bar, usually. But we haven't lost a bar yet, so that's good. So now we're out, coming up on 1,200 feet. Looking good, Rose. Looking good. 1,300 feet, still nothing. Still got a perfect signal. Again, guys, I'm sitting inside the truck. I know I get a lot of grief about that. But I don't think that this metal box really interferes with anything. It looks like we've reached our max flight distance because she's slowing down.
Max flight distance reached.
We never lost a single bar. How about that? All right, I've got the return to home distance set at what here? Let me see. Whoops, wrong screen. How do I check that? In flight, maybe? Yeah. So I've got the return to home distance set at 164 feet. So let me hit return to home and have her come home. I think she might lose a bar here when she turns. Hopefully she turns and faces us, but no, she didn't. I'm going to continue turning her once she gets up to her height, and that way she's facing us. Maybe directly into the sun too. All right, so she should be there. I can now control her this way. I can control her yaw. Can I still control her speed? So she's at 23.8 miles an hour, which is the fastest speed she can go. I'm going to speed her up. I'm just hitting that side or the right stick, and sure enough, I'm able to speed her up. Why'd the gimbal go up like that? All right, let me pull the gimbal down so she can actually see us. She was looking right into the sun. And I can control the yaw, and I can control her height. Let me go down. Yep, I can control her height and her yaw. So all that stuff is still intact for the Mini 2, even with this fly-up update. So I'm telling you what, the Mini 2 can outshine the Mini 4 sometimes. Let me pull the gimbal down and make sure that she can find her landing spot. See how close she is to the truck. So she is, looks like she's right on top of that landing pad. I know what's going to change here.
Landing.
Oh, she just went off the truck a little bit. But let's see if she can find her landing spot. Let me get out there and watch her land, because I might need to cancel it. All right, Rose, I can see you. She's coming down. She's coming down pretty slow, actually, at 2 miles an hour. I think normally she descends a little faster than that. I think I can speed up her descent speed. Let me try that. I'm going to hit the left stick down fast. Yep, and sure enough, she comes down faster, so I'm going to stop that. So she's off, maybe, oh, unsuitable. All right, Rose, well, you told me. All right, let me get back in the truck. Well, she was only like a foot or two off of the landing pad, so I think that's good. So I'm going to raise up a little bit so I can get the full truck in the picture here, and we're going to get the sun in this droney. So this is the last part of the test. We're going to hit this little camera or film strip. We're going to go over down to quick shots, and I'm going to draw a box around the truck here. How far do we want to go today? Last time we went like 260 feet, so let's do that, because it ended up being a really good droney. Let's hit start and see how she does.
3, 2, 1.
Yep, her synchronization with the 3, 2, 1 countdown is still perfect. And she's moving smoother than Dwight did. Remember on Dwight's droney that we did with him, he was a little jittery and he turned. It was kind of strange. But she's smooth as silk. Looking good, Rose. 24 satellites, no wind. It's perfect. And she's staring right down at us. Let's see if she can get that horizon with the sun in the final shot here. She's working it. Come on, a little bit higher, a little bit more. Oh man, just a little bit short. I think the sun's up a little bit now because it's I don't even know what time it is. Let me get her landed, guys. We'll have a quick conclusion and we'll get this test wrapped up. All right, Rose, come on.
Landing.
There you go. Good job. Are you starting to get a mind of your own too? Well, shortly after I got home from shooting all the footage for the DJI Mini 2 and the 1.13.4 fly-up update, I found out there was an update for the RC2, the 1.13.5. So I installed it, and I came out here to the backyard and I tested it out. I want you guys to not get too excited. I wouldn't waste your time. I would just stick with the 1.13.4 if that's where you're at. Honestly, if I had it to do over again, I would have stuck with the 1.12.8 and not moved on any further than that. But look at this footage. Can you see the compass? The compass hasn't changed at all. It's still jittery as can be. Wow, look at that thunderstorm. Yeah, it got us. But guys, that's my take on the 1.13.5 fly-up update. I wouldn't waste my time. Now let's get back to the video so we can have a conclusion. Guys, I would say that we had one success and one fail. I really need to check Dwight's compass and see if there's a solution to this problem, because that jittery thing it was evident whenever Rose went up and how smooth her compass was, that this was not even a comparison. But the good news is that the 1.13.4 works perfectly fine for Rose. So you guys do with that what you will. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I know I'm another week late with the update video, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway. Have a great week. God bless. Holy cow, I'm finished with the video before 8:15. Wow.